First thing you'll do is put on your lab coat, then you'll put on your gloves, and now you're ready to go on to the next step of the setup. Now that you've put on your PPE, the next thing you want to do is make sure that your sheath tank is full and your waste tank is empty. So you're going to remove the probe from the sheath tank first. You'll notice that the probe for the sheath tank is longer so that it can sense when the sheath tank is empty. You'll then remove the probe for the waste tank. You'll notice that the probe for the waste tank is shorter because it is supposed to sense when the tank is full. We'll now remove each of the tanks, and we're going to take the waste tank over to the sink and the sheath tank over to the DI water dispenser. You will then carefully empty the waste into the sink. You'll want to put it close to the drain so that you can avoid splashing as much as possible. Prior to emptying this tank, you may also want to put protective eyewear in order to protect your eyes from potential splashing. You will then need to reach under the sink and grab a bottle of Clorox bleach. You'll then pour Clorox bleach into the waste tank. You'll want to pour it approximately halfway to that first line at the bottom. It doesn't have to be exact. We're now ready to refill our sheath tank. The sheath fluid for the Cytoflex S cytometer is DI water. So we're going to set our DI water dispenser to 4 liters, which is the capacity of the tank. Notice that I have emptied the tank. We're not going to top off the tank. We're going to refill it completely. So we're going to make sure that the opening is aligned with the stream, and then we're going to press the button that's on top of the dispenser to start dispensing the water. We're now ready to replace the tanks. The empty waste tank with bleach in it, ready to go, and the full sheath tank with 4 liters of DI water, ready to go. Now we're going to replace the probe for the waste tank. Now we will carefully replace the probe for the sheath tank. Now you'll check if the instrument is in plate mode or tube mode. If the P is facing the right, it's in tube mode. If it's facing you, then it's in plate mode. We're going to flip this back into tube mode though, because this was just to show you. There are additional steps in the software that must be taken in order to switch modes. But for now, we're going to switch the instrument on using the power strip. There is also a button in the back of the instrument, but it's much easier to reach the power strip. So this is why we have it set up in this manner. Now we're going to clear our workspace of anything that's been left out. We're going to take a seat, and we're going to look for the icon for the Site Expert software so we can log in and continue our setup.